absolutely did it. So we want to talk a little bit about the Collective, which the January series starts this Wednesday, January 12th. It's Wednesday. And this is for the ladies. This is for the mamas. This is for those strong women in the world. So coming together, and it's 3 nights. So January 12th, January 19th, and the 26th for one ticket. You get 5 speakers. And Miss Niashani Washington is one of our amazing speakers on January 19th. She's going to be speaking about life. So I did pin my Venmo in the chat. And so if it's easier for you to go to Venmo to look up Kourtney O'Reilly and pay the $99 and give me your email, I will send you the ticket, and you don't even have to go through the credit card stuff or the Eventbrite link. It's totally fine. I will do that work. So I have that there just in case that is easier for you. Otherwise, the Eventbrite link is in my bio. You can find it all over the top of my page on Instagram right now as we get ready to launch this amazing series. So Nia, do you want to tell everybody a little bit about you and who you are, what you do, what you're going to be talking about?
Well, I am a former, always will be, massage therapist. I've been doing that for 17 plus years. And I'm also, hey, Melissa, my best friend's on here. I have to say hey. I'm also a recently board certified health and wellness coach. Yay. Kourtney and I work together, so that's exciting.
Buddies.
Hang out, Melissa, because she's going to pull my cards. It's going to be fun. And so I am also an instructor at the Soma Institute. I teach a stress management class there for people who are going through the health coach curriculum. And I also am a mother of 2 children, 8 and 13. And I'm also somewhat of a caregiver. I have been in several ways before, still now, and I'm also divorced. So I've been through a few things, and I realize how tough it can be just to exist, especially right now. So my passion is just helping people to get from point A to point B, to survive and to thrive, and just doing it with some grace and some joy, add a little humor in there, and have fun, even though things don't always look the way you would like it to look. Most often they won't. So how do you deal with that? So that's what we talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about on the 19th.
The 19th, yes. So are there specific tools that you will be teaching on that night?
Yes. I have a bunch of tools.
Okay.
And the key is really to grab what resonates with you. Everybody's going to have different tools that they use at work. Some work, some don't. So I'm just going to throw a bunch at everybody. Just to give you a few examples, just talking about breath, body awareness, mindfulness. That's my thing. I love that. And then also adding, importance of movement, importance of nutrition, humor, joy, music, compassion. How do we be not just compassionate for others, but how do we do that? What does it look like? How, in the midst of everything that's going on? How do we stop, right? How do you stop, take a breath, and just say, this too shall pass? How do you get from that point to the other? Yeah, we've been friends for over 35 years. Oh, don't make me cry.
I love that. I like Melissa. I want to meet Melissa. Maybe one day.
Yes, hopefully one day. That would be
Come
awesome.
to the Collective.
We would have a great time.
Yeah.
Lots of laughs.
I love that.
So I'm looking forward to it. I think that it's one thing to say you want to do something. It's another thing to go through it, be in the midst of it, as you know, Kourtney. Yes. And to actually put it into practice. That's the time when we need it the most. And that's usually the time when we don't do it. the time that you really need to take a deep breath, you really need to take that hot bath, you really need to light the candle and breathe, are the times that we don't do it. So how can we incorporate that into our lives somewhat seamlessly when the times we need it the most? So that's what I'll be talking about.
Awesome. So do you have a few go-tos that you like, are so important for you?
I can give you my top 5, okay?
Okay.
Bath, hot salts, and candles. That is my go-to. I would say the biggest part of that is the hot bath, the salts. Magnesium from the salts melts the stress away, takes all the pain out of the body. I'm approaching 50, so we get aches and pains in different places that you didn't have before. It's really great. Laughter. I love to laugh. So whether it's watching a really funny movie or stand-up or talking to a friend who makes you laugh, very important as far as connection goes. What's the third one? Oh, I have to dance. So I told you this before. I love Zumba.
Yeah.
I just did it yesterday, 45 minutes. I was like gross and sweaty coming to work, but I was like, oh, well, I got my Zumba in. That's okay. Sometimes that's the other thing. We have to sacrifice. We can't do it all. So, you got to pick your poison. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to look pretty and perfect, or are you going to feel pretty and perfect? So I prefer the latter, not the former.
And it all balances out,
Yeah,
like
it does. It does. You have to pick your days, right?
For sure.
What's my other one? Fourth one, I would say, like right before we started, I lit my incense. I love good smells. Yeah. So like aromatherapy, a great incense, eucalyptus, lemon,
Palo Santo,
sandalwood,
yes,
jasmine. So those, let me write that down because I'm gonna go over that. That's really good. That can literally take you from like 0 to 100. You wouldn't even believe it. It's like, oh my gosh, it just totally changed my mood. I actually just put lemon. My daughter was taking an selective enrollment test last week, and she was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. And I'm like, she needs to be excited about this, okay? So I said, I have something in my purse. Let me try it. I put a little drop of the lemon oil.
Yeah.
Just right at the little base of her mask. And she was like, oh my gosh, Mom, this is so good.
Yeah.
It just went I was like, wow, who is this person? So aromatherapy is excellent. I love that.
Yeah.
Fifth one, I have to pick a good one. Sleep.
Oh. Tell me about that. I don't know much
Tell me more about that.
Yeah. What is sleep?
Sleep is so important. And when I was younger, I was like crazy about my sleep. Ask my girlfriend, Melissa. Wow. I would take naps in the backseat of the car on the way from the club. I'd be like, it's past my bedtime. I'm going to bed now. Wake me up when we get there.
Oh my gosh.
But sleep is great. So we can talk about how do you get good sleep?
Yeah.
Right? It could be sleep masks, aromatherapy, teas, herbs, sounds, music. That's another thing I love. And they all kind of work together. So if you pick like your top 5 or 6 and then just like weave that in throughout your day, throughout your week, you'll notice a big difference.
Amazing. Amazing. Those are all so good. And I feel like we could touch, or not even touch, but go deep on like each one of those. So we could have like a 5-week series on like how to thrive and get through that stuff and how to implement it. Because I think, people say they know, we know what to do, but like, how do you actually implement that into your life so it's doable and it's consistent and it's, it's just it becomes that go-to instead of the panic, fight or flight, and then it even turns into like other habits that aren't healthy, that don't help, that impede sleep, that, all the other things, it trickles down into a really big mess sometimes when we don't have these tools in place. So maybe is that why it's so important, or why do you think it's so important to have these tools?
all of that and then some, Kourtney.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. We are supposed to be living a long time, right? And if we just keep doing the same thing over and over again, our body's going to be happy? No. Like, it's just going to break down eventually.
Yep.
You know, so we've got to do things like cleansing is huge. I was reading about, what's that woman's name? Oh my gosh, forgetting. She's a raw foodist in Chicago. It's coming to me. Karen Calabrese. I love her.
Okay.
I was just reading a post about her, and she was like, why, you know, your body needs to cleanse. She suggests 4 times a year. Because over time it's going to break down and all of that stuff is going to keep building, you know, so we need to give it a break.
Yeah.
So that's what we do when we have these tools. It's like taking your car to the mechanic, go getting your hair done, your nails done. I mean, can you imagine what our heels would look like if we didn't? I'll speak for myself. If I didn't actually go and, like, you know, hook my heels up every now and then.
Just take care of yourself. Yeah. Such knowledge. You know, you have, I mean, it's just to be able to speak it, I think, and like lead the way for so many people, which, you know, I get to see you every day, at least 5 days a week. So I'm so lucky. Nia and I have like so many laughs. I literally am like, I'm lonely if I haven't talked to Nia all day. And she's always there, just like rock solid, always the best advice, always just like can put me into a good mood. And so just side note, I'm super grateful for you. You are just my favorite. So yeah, I'm honored to have you at the Kollective because I know how powerful you are and how much knowledge you have and just what a force to be reckoned with you are. So I'm just excited to share you. And I think, yes, that's, you know, I pick these people because I know, you know, and I know that you have so much to offer. And so I would choose you time and time again, Miss Nia.
Oh, don't make me cry, please. Thank God
I'm
hormonal this week.
So yeah, I want to pull your card for the new year, if that's okay. And I'm gonna just kind of place it here and put some good stuff into it. So for the first time ever, I pulled a card for my husband last night. Usually he's, you know, just, I do my own thing, he does his own thing, right? And so last night, I was like, let me pull your card. And he's like, all right, you know, and I sat and I sat for a minute, prayed a little bit, held it to my heart, shuffled them up, went through, pulled a card, and I read it to him, and he said, can you send that to me? Like, he wanted the words, he wanted the cut, like, and I was just so floored because he was like, well, it's pretty good, you know? And for him to be like,
that's big.
Good, it was big. And so, you guys, I have the moon deck. My amazing friend Janelle gifted me with this deck. She has a deck, and I was like, wow, Janelle, that is so good. So good. And so, yeah, so I found that in my mailbox a few days later. And if you know me, gifts and quality time is what I'm all about. It is the way to my heart. So good job, Janelle. You're in there forever. So, all right, Miss Nia, take a breath. We're going to sit for a minute. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And then just one more time. For Nia, 2022. What does she need? What does she desire? All right. And I'm going to just lay these cards out. And I like to just run my hands over them a few times. And I feel like the one that like emerges I've done this the past couple of times. It's been pretty amazing. So I'm going with it.
Go with it, girl.
I am. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, your card. Pretty beautiful.
Oh, that's my favorite. Butterflies.
Oh, yeah?
I love butterflies.
Says, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. Growth and transformation. And I'm going to read it to you real quick. Here we go. Transformation. From the moment we leave the womb, we journey through many life cycles and transform along the way. Growth is a natural process and change is inevitable. You're going through a metamorphosis and expanding with increasing beauty. Honor your growth and allow a joyful lightness to enter your journey. Butterfly has arrived as a symbol of grace, joy, flight, and transformation. She's a messenger. Flutter about with alluring lightness and expressive color. From a slow-moving caterpillar to a tight-wound cocoon into an exquisite butterfly in the sky, she does not deny the natural process of her evolution. It's what makes her incredibly special. Butterfly is here to remind you that you're right on track to becoming an expression of your highest self. Have patience in the process. Mic drop. Nia.
I have so many thoughts that ran through my mind, like different things that have recently happened. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I love that for you. And like,
So
how
magical.
spot on. I'm telling you what, this deck is magic. It is pure freaking magic. It is my favorite. It is my favorite. So I thank
amazing.
You for letting me do that.
Of course. I love that. I love that. My partner and I were walking not too long ago along a path, okay? And I saw the most amazing looking caterpillar I have ever seen in my entire life. It was the color of your sweater, and it was fuzzy like that. It was like, have you ever seen those caterpillars that are like super fuzzy? I've never seen them in real life. I was like, is that real? And so we like helped it cross the street because we were afraid somebody was gonna like run over them.
Yeah.
And we literally stood there and watched for like 20 minutes. Like, where is he going? What is he doing? Why is he out here by himself? And I stood there and I thought, this means something. This is so like the whole metamorphosis, as you said. Yeah. It was the caterpillar stage, and now you're mentioning the butterfly stage, and there's so many things I've done since then that I didn't think I was going to do, as you already know.
Yes.
Wow, that is really deep. And yes, you do have to send that to me because I need to read that again.
Right? Send that to me.
Yeah.
They're so good. So, thank you. Thank you for showing up on here. Thank you for just taking the time. Thank you for being you. You're such a light, and I'm excited to share, all of your knowledge and beauty and just the energy of Nia with the collective. So, please don't wait. Don't hesitate. Grab a ticket. The Eventbrite link is in my bio. Or if you want to Venmo, it is right below Kourtney O'Reilly. Just Venmo. It's $99, 5 speakers, 3 nights. Again, for the ladies, this is a safe space. It is a safe space for you to come, for you to talk to other people, to connect. The speakers, you can ask them questions at the end of their talk. And like, it is for you. This is for you. So please, if you know someone, if it's not for you, but you know somebody that could use a little bit of work-life integration, as Nia is going to speak on life, but we've got, work. If you own your own business or you want to grow your business, our 2 speakers on work are incredible. And we've got Nia and Jen Monroe on life, and then Kelly Mason on integration. And like, just look these people up, y'all. They are so amazing. If you have questions, reach out to me. If you know Nia, reach out to Nia. We want to see you. So thank you, Nia, for your time and your energy.
You're welcome, Kourtney. It's my pleasure.
You are amazing, and I just cannot wait to get this collective series started. So
I'm
we're
excited
almost
for
there.
you.
We're almost there. So
Right.
and congrats to the Clay Collective because they won the Healers necklace set, which is awesome. Like that, it's collective. Amazing. Yes, round of applause for her. And so she also got a ticket to the Collective. And so just shout out, thank you for entering and thank you for wanting to be here. So, all right. Happy Saturday night.
All right.
And Nia, any last words from you?
Not really. If you guys want to dance, if you're at home, you're stuck at home, follow D Nice. That's another thing that I love to do. I love to throw that little dance party in there when I'm just like, what am I gonna do now? I think he was live before we went live. And I was like, ooh.
Jump over. Request.
Great Saturday night thing to do. You don't need anybody to do it with.
That's right.
Just you.
Awesome.
And I look forward to seeing everybody who's going to be there on the 19th.
Yeah, awesome. And you get, one ticket gets you all 3 nights. You don't have to choose, or you can, whatever, but it gets you all 3 nights. So we hope to see you. So, all right, Nia.